Alright, let's talk about factorization by grouping. When we say factorization by grouping, what do we mean? An expression, an algebraic expression, may be reorganized if the terms can be arranged in groups which have common compound factors. Usually, such expressions have four terms. Let's take an example. Y squared minus AY plus XY minus AX. This expression is having four terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are going to factorize it by grouping. The general rule to factorize such expression is to group the first two terms and the last two terms separately. After grouping them, we then go ahead to factorize each group separately again. In doing so, the terms in each bracket will be the same. Let's go. We are going to group it according to common factors. We have y here, y here. In the first two terms, we have x and x in the next two terms. So what we do, we group them by doing y squared minus ay plus xy minus ax. We have tried to group them. So in doing so, we see that the first bracket and the second bracket contain common factors. So the next thing to do is we factorize the first bracket and then the second bracket. We know that the common factors in the first bracket are x and y, and the second bracket contains x and x. So we are going to put the common factors behind the bracket. So we create a new bracket. The common factor is y. So when I take y from this y square, I'm left with y minus. When I take y from ay, I'm left with a plus. And then I come here, I do the same thing. I have x and x. I can take x out. Over here, I'm left with y minus, and then I'm still left with a. So in the two brackets, we have y minus a and then y minus a. So what we do next is we just take the brackets, the factors in the brackets, that is y minus a, another bracket open, then I take this my y, I put it here, and then I take my x, I put it there. So I have finished factorizing it. So the answer to my question is y minus a into bracket y plus x. So I have finished factorizing my expression. Let's take another example. The example says b squared x squared plus c squared x squared minus ac squared minus ab squared to factorize. What the first thing to do? The first thing to think of is the grouping. Looking for the common terms. So talking about grouping, we have b squared x squared, c squared x squared. So x squared and x squared are common. So to group them, we are going to have b squared x squared plus c squared x squared minus ac squared. Let's look at something. This is negative AB square. During this stage of grouping, we are going to put negative. As you have put negative behind the brackets, the sign of negative AB square is going to change to positive AB square. AB square. So that if one day we are opening the brackets, like there is 1 here, so when we are going to multiply negative 1 by positive AB square, you get negative AB square. So we are supposed to put negative here and then positive here to balance the whole thing. Now I am going to factorize each bracket. Common factor in the first bracket, I have x square and x square. Common factor in the second bracket, I have a and a. So I'm going to put x squared behind the brackets closed. So I'm left with b square plus over here I'm left with c square minus. So a and a are common, so I'm taking a out. Then I have c squared plus b squared. So I have b squared plus c squared, b squared plus c squared, or c squared plus b squared is the same thing. So the common factor here is b squared plus c squared. So I will write it like this: b squared plus c squared, brackets close. Then I take x squared behind the first bracket, that is x squared, and then what behind the second bracket, that is negative a minus a. I have finished factorizing my expression. That's how it is done, and with little practicals we shall overcome it. Thank you for watching.